Hi there ladies and gentlemen, this is Eastwood for Life fan, and this is a video of my DVD, Blu-ray and 4K pickups for the month of December 2018. Now, I hope all you guys had a great Christmas, and best wishes to you all for 2019. And in this update I am using a new microphone, so guys, give us some feedback if the volume and the quality is okay. So, picked up quite a few, and probably too much for the month of December, but what can I say? Collectors sometimes get greedy when we see some great titles out there with the right prices that they are selling them for. So we'll start off with a couple of DVDs that I picked up. The first one is a spaghetti western, a Warner Archive collection release, and it's Ringo and His Golden Pistol, and this movie is also known as Johnny Oro. And this is a early spaghetti western directed by Sergio Corbucci. And this actually was the movie he made before he had the big success in the Franco Nero classic Django. And as far as I know, this is the only release you can pick this movie up of a English audio release. This one stars Mark Damon. It's a more or less a American style western before he started using his more violent spaghetti western style. Ringo and His Golden Pistol, directed by Sergio Corbucci. And the other DVD that I picked up, and why is this movie still not available on Blu-ray? And as far as I know, there is a German release out on Blu-ray, but that only has a German audio, no English audio in that Blu-ray release. So I'm still waiting and counting on a Blu-ray release of this great 80s Rutger Hauer movie, and this is the DVD. Great movie, this one. Forget the remake which they made, but definitely one of Rutger Hauer's greatest roles, where he plays a hitchhiker who actually gets picked up by a young guy played by C. Thomas Howell, and then the nightmare begins, where he begins to stalk his young driver. Also Jennifer Jason Leigh is in this movie, but definitely a 80s classic, The Hitcher, and I just hope for one day that this great movie gets a Blu-ray release, and in a collector's edition would be nice. Picked up the Rambo Zavi 4K and Blu-ray Steelbook. Rambo 2, or I should say Rambo First Blood 2. Do love the Rambo movies, played by Sylvester Stallone. And I have checked out the First Blood transfer, and it was a big improvement to the previous Blu-ray release of First Blood. So I'm hoping that these look a lot better. But this is the sequel, Rambo 2, where he has another mission where he goes back to Vietnam. Great action scenes, and probably Rambo 2 has my favourite action scenes in the franchise. And I also picked up Rambo 3. And this one, Sylvester Stallone goes to Afghanistan, Rambo I should say, where he goes to rescue his friend, his Colonel Troutman, played by Richard Crenna, who gets caught in Afghanistan, captured by the Russian army. I do like that steelbook cover. Comes in the 4K and Blu-ray release. Cut of the movie. Next one I picked up from the US, and I didn't realise that there was a UK release of this movie. And this is a sequel to Escape from New York. This is Escape from LA, the last movie that Kurt Russell and John Carpenter have made together. Snake is back, and Snake Plissken has another mission in this one, but this time it's LA. Next load of titles were sent to me by my good buddy from the US, Toddy Walnuts, and did do a previous unboxing of the titles that he sent us. So I'll just quickly show these ones off. In the Mouth of Madness, John Carpenter movie starring Sam Neill. Definitely want to check this one out, as this one's not a Carpenter movie that I've seen before. Some westerns. This is a 1960s western, John Wayne and Rock Hudson, The Undefeated. A couple of spaghetti westerns. One of Wild East's latest releases, Requiem for Ringo. And a load of Kino titles: A Minute to Pray, A Second to Die, Alex Cord spaghetti western, a pretty good one this one. True Confessions, crime drama this one, starring Robert Duvall and Robert De Niro. Do remember enjoying this one. Enter the Ninja, starring Franco Nero and Susan George. Some 80s goodness. The Naked Face. This one's got a good cast in this one, in Roger Moore, Elliot Gould and Rod Steiger. This one's a mystery thriller. The Park Is Mine, Tommy Lee Jones. About a former Vietnam vet. A Chuck Norris movie that's missing from my collection, Hero and the Terror. Quite a few people have said that this one's a very underrated Chuck Norris movie. Another canon film with Chuck Norris. And two Roy Scheider movies, Still of the Night. And in this one he co-stars this movie with Meryl Streep. This one's a murder mystery. And the second Roy Scheider movie is The Fourth War, a John Frankenheimer movie. He did do the 52 pickup with Roy Scheider. So that was the titles that I got from my good buddy Toddy Walnuts from the US. Next title that I picked up is the Arrow release of Texas Adios, starring Franco Nero, and this is the spaghetti western, the next one that he made after the success of Django. And I do have the US Arrow release of Django and Texas Adios coming soon, but I wanted to pick this one up as my copy to watch of Texas Adios. It comes with the booklet, and this one's about a sheriff and younger brother where they go on the trail of finding the killers who kill their father. Not one of Franco Nero's better ones, but it's a decent watch. And Arrow Video gives it the full treatment of a nice booklet. I do like the booklets because it does give extra information about the movie that we might not know about, and hoping for more spaghetti western releases from Arrow Video. Franco Nero there, a great shot. So that is Texas Adios, and it does have another cover which is fairly similar to the one that they've used, but this is the newly commissioned artwork cover in Texas Adios. Another Rutger Hauer movie I picked up, and this is the UK release of Blind Fury. I do have this movie in a free movie pack from the US along with Silent Rage, but wanted to pick this separate release up. And this was a very good Rutger Hauer action movie where he plays a blind swordsman, a former Vietnam vet who helps out an old war buddy who has his son kidnapped. But fun action movie, this one, in Blind Fury, 80s action with Rutger Hauer. The next stack of titles I bought from CX, and I bought them up for very cheap prices, and CX is always worth picking up some cheap buys. This one is Tears of the Sun, from the director of Training Day, starring Bruce Willis. Never seen this movie before. And I do hope that Bruce Willis does get back on top into making top movies again. I did see the remake of the Death Wish movie, and that was so-so, fairly average and nothing special. Picked up Inception, and I did know that this movie is a Leonardo DiCaprio movie, and I didn't realise it had that many stars in this movie until I was having a look at the cover. And also in this movie, Tom Hardy, Tom Berenger and Michael Caine in this Christopher Nolan movie, and this has a kind of lenticular moving cover. Movie I've never seen before. I've got to be honest, not the biggest fan of Leonardo DiCaprio. Picked up Predators, which I did see this movie at the cinema when it came out, and it wasn't a bad one. I've not seen the new Predator movie, which I'll probably watch this one and then that one next. But for me, the original with Arnold Schwarzenegger is by far the best Predator movie in the series. The Conjuring, and Got to say that I've never seen any of these movies, and I know there's a lot of horror heads that do rate these movies, and this was another cheap buy. We'll check this one out, and if I do like this one, I will go into the franchise furthermore. Another cheap buy, this one, Only God Forgives, starring Ryan Gosling, and good actor. And I've got to be honest, I haven't seen that many movies with him. I did like him in the movie Drive, which was a great movie starring Ryan Gosling, but they were giving this one away and picked this one up. Guys, if you know anything about this movie, because I know very little about this movie in Only God Forgives, let us know if this one's a good watch. But I did read the back. It looks like a interesting but violent movie. Picked up another movie starring Dwayne Johnson, and this is Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. Kind of collaboration, joint effort in Jumanji, which was a Robin Williams movie, and Welcome to the Jungle, which was a early Dwayne Johnson The Rock movie. This one stars also Jack Black and Kevin Hart. Looks like a fun movie. Did check out Dwayne Johnson in Rampage. That was okay. A little bit over the top and silly, but another kind of family type movie in Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. And the last pickup from CX, this is Boardwalk Empire Season 2. Yet to check out the first season, but I will pick up all these seasons before starting. Gangster series set in the 30s, starring Steve Buscemi. And the next 4 pickups are HMV Premium Collection exclusives. The first one is The Dirty Dozen, great war movie starring a stack of great movie stars in Lee Marvin, Ernest Borgnine, Charles Bronson and Jim Brown, John Cassavetes and George Kennedy, Telly Savalas and Clint Walker. And this edition actually has also the TV movie, The Dirty Dozen, The Next Mission, which stars Lee Marvin. Great war movie. It belongs in anybody's movie collection. Definitely one of the great war movies, up there with The Guns of Navarone and The Great Escape. '80s movie, this one. Sean Connery in Outland, a veteran marshal in space, searches for the truth of some mysterious deaths. Do remember watching this one, Outland. Sean Connery movie. And most of the HMV Premium Collection exclusives comes with DVD, Blu-ray and some lobby cards and a digital download. The next one is New Jack City, a movie that I enjoyed, this one, in the early 90s, starring Wesley Snipes, who plays a top sort of young entrepreneur who rises to fame in money as he's the new drug kingpin on the streets, as a gang of cops try to bring him down, played by Ice-T and Mario Van Peebles and Judd Nelson. Great soundtrack with this, as I remember, which I did have on CD back in the day. And Wesley Snipes Plays a good role in Nino Brown in New Jack City. The last one I picked up is one of my favourite gangster movies, Donnie Brasco, starring Al Pacino and Johnny Depp. This one's based on a true story. I do remember watching this at the cinema. Not much of a Johnny Depp fan, but he really impressed me in this movie. And this one has actually the extended cut for an extra 25 minutes extra. So I look forward to seeing this edition, as I don't think the release in the cinema was the full-length version of Donnie Brasco. Great gangster movie in this one. And also I did enjoy the role of Michael Madsen in this one. So that's 4 HMV Premium Collection pickups, and like you and many other guys, I do hope that HMV still stays with us, as it would be a shame if HMV stores around the UK were to close, because as a collector it does give us collectors another option of picking up movies as well as online. So that's all the pickups for the month of December 2018. Hope you guys had a great Christmas, and best wishes to the new year to all the new subscribers and the guys who watched my videos and added comments. It means a great deal to us, as I always try to sort of get back to you guys and stay a regular in the YouTube community. So many thanks to all you guys out there. Until the new update and new videos, which I plan to keep a little bit more regular. Take care guys, stay healthy, and keep on collecting in 2019.